Hi, friends. Hey, listen, I've got a confession to make. Uh, I'm a spiritual thief. Okay. Hey, I'll steal wisdom from anywhere I can find it. I've stolen from the Christians, the Buddhists, the Hindus, the Taoists, ancient tribes, wherever it is. If you see me coming and you've got some wisdom, you better try to hide it because I'll take it. And you know what the funny thing is that you can't really hide wisdom. That's the beauty of it. Okay, so for me, okay, the beauty of getting old is that I've had more time to steal good stuff. That's all. That's that simple. You know, spirituality and wisdom to me are the same thing, but basically, it's all just a matter of a transformation. The older you are, the more time you've had to transform. I'll give you something. This is one of my hobbies. People say, "What'd you do for 9 years?" As a total solitary hermit. Okay, yeah. I'll show you this first. This is the end result. I whittle. Okay, this is what I whittle. I'll show you just a few. I'm not trying to show off these things. I'm just showing you the fun I have. Okay, and there's some philosophy behind this. Okay, right here, simple stuff. Okay, oh, there we go. That's what happens. Yeah. There you go, the carpenter. Yeah. Okay. Now the spirituality aspect of that is that they all start out with this or from this. Okay, and then they transform. They transform into this. Okay. And what do I use to do that transformation? Simple. I use this. Okay, it's a little knife, beautiful knife, and that's all it is. There's really no place to start from, or nothing to do, or certain procedures. You can do that, but you don't really need to. But what you do often need, most often, from what I've found, is you got to get old. Oh, hey, we have our problems. I don't have any teeth. I mean, look at me. Look at me now compared to my little YouTube photo, which I just don't change. Not because I'm trying to convince people that I'm younger. It's just I don't bother. But with that transformation of physical stuff, and with those things that can be uncomfortable at times, um, comes more time to accumulate wisdom and learn stuff, okay? You learn how to transform or whittle down, okay, the nonsense that we're bombarded with, okay, through technocracy and all the silliness of all the mediums and all that other stuff. And you whittle it down into something that you find enjoyable, all right? Nowadays, with all of the resources and areas that technology comes, that provides, that bombards us with all the silliness. Okay, this doesn't, this won't work. All right, you you need this. Okay, I mean you really do. You need this to cut through the Donald Trumps. You need this to cut through the Elon Musk's orations on we all should, travel to Mars or whatever. Lori, every time she hears it, she gets irritated and says, "How come this guy that says we all need to migrate to Mars has never been on a rocket?" I mean, even Jeff Bezos went up, and Richard Branson. I think it's because he's afraid. I think he does. He wants everybody to go to Mars so that he can stay here by himself, which I hate to say it, but I think that's technically where he belongs. Anyway, so when I hear, Ted Cruz or Marjorie Taylor Greene, you know what I'm saying? Warren Buffett, and the Omaha Sage, with how to become a billionaire. Well, it's really simple. I cut through your stuff, Warren, And basically, it's hey, offer huge, very expensive Berkshire Hathaway stock and don't give out any dividends because you know what to do with that money better than your stockholders. Now, I could be totally wrong, but I've been trying to figure out how you make money with Berkshire Hathaway stock. A very complex process. I haven't figured it out. You're more than welcome to leave a comment. Maybe I'll learn and then I'll always correct myself. Anyway, I'll tell you, you've got to be really, really careful what comes at you. You know, I even tried this. A lot of people. Oops, hold on. I got to go get it. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not redoing. I'm not redoing these videos if I make a mistake or editing them or anything. It's too much bother. If I don't do something spontaneously, I won't bother with it because I'll sit and overthink it. I'll say, oh, I don't want to do that. Everybody's heard that before. But anyway, okay, I've tried this. Okay, you know, in my day as a hippie, there was a lot of people doing this to keep out the bad vibes. You know. And I tried it. I sat around all day like this. And, you know, the only thing it kept out was my wife, Lori, who refused to acknowledge me, you know, rightfully so. Anyway, you know, you got to be careful. And the beauty of getting older is hopefully you've gained a little clarity. And some of the reasons that old folks can gain wisdom and clarity is because we've kind of hopefully cut down or eliminated a lot of the emotional drama that infects so many young people. Bless their hearts. But because we're too tired, you know. It's not so much that we're wise old sages or anything. It's just that we're too tired. Some nonsensical drama thing comes in, and we just shake our head and say, I'm not going to bother with that. Not going to bother with that, you know. I'm going to tell you something. You know, I've studied a lot of different religions and philosophies. It's my hobby. It's what I do. And one of the greatest sages of all times was an ancient Buddhist who practiced Dzogchen. And he said, you know, I read thousands of pages of his teachings, and it all boiled down to, okay, now that you've read all this stuff, forget it. But basically, there's nothing out there except this incredible, vast, vast expanse of open evenness. Now, that's where you want to stay. That's where you want to go, and that's where you want to remain, is in a state of evenness. And it can be done. It's simple. And as we get older, I think it gets easier that way. I came across a hymn on YouTube. A Christian hymn. Oh, golly, I played it over and over. It just put me in a trance. And it's that one, as I went down to the river to pray, to study that good old way. That's simple. That's Christianity. It's best. Go with God. It's true. And anybody can do it. God's always with you. You don't have to find God. Just acknowledge God. Taoism. What's the Tao? The Tao was nothing but Lao Tzu's and others, but Lao Tzu prominently. Description of the way of harmony, the way of blending in with stuff, the way of accepting stuff, the way of standing into, you know, the realm of evenness, so you don't get washed away in the tsunami of hysteria, which we're bombarded with more and more. In the 50s, we didn't really have that. But now with technology and the information age, we do. You know, it's creating meticide, they call it. It's killing our minds. I mean, it really can. It really can. But it's easy to it's easy to prevent. Okay, you can even prevent. Okay, my silliness. I'll show you how. I'll see you later.